G'day comrade subscribers, hope you're all well. I thought hopefully something of interest for you today. Certainly this is a strange one for me. So it's a French computer. This particular model is the Victor Lambda 2, but then later on was renamed to the Hector 1. So this is the second machine in the series. The first machine came out in 1980 called the Victor Lambda, and was basically a rebranded Interact home computer from the US that ran on an Intel 8080 CPU. Basic wasn't in ROM, you had to load it from tape, which you also have to do on this machine. So apparently Interact and the original French company went bankrupt, so the assets were bought by another French company, and so here we have the Victor Lambda 2 or the Hector 1 relaunched. So this is a Z80 machine, but with again, there's no basic in ROM. It's you have to load it from good old tape. So apparently it's got 16K of RAM, so you imagine having to load basic from tape is going to take up some of that RAM. So I don't actually know how much usable RAM it's got. It's a pretty low res machine from what I can see, but it does have built-in SCART cable, so I guess RGB out, so color, which is pretty good. It's got a built-in AC power supply, so internal power supply. Yeah, so I don't know if this works. As you can see, it does require some repair on the cassette deck. But yeah, so this is the second machine, released in 1983, and then there were a couple of others. What was it? So this is the Hector 1, then there was the Hector 2 HR, which I think had basic in ROM, and then there was a HR Plus, and then there was the HRX. I think so. I think the HRX actually had 4th in ROM, which is interesting. And they were also released in 1983, so this batch of computers in 1983. And then I think the final computer was the Hector 2 MX, I think. I'll just have a look on here, or the Hector MX. I'll put the information on the screen. And released in 1985, and that apparently had basic and 4th in ROM, 64K ROM. So that actually sounds like quite an interesting machine. But rare as hen's teeth or whatever they say. So certainly in Australia, I don't think I've ever got any chance of ever seeing one, let alone seeing one for sale. So I'll have to make do with the Hector 1. So have a bit of a look. We can have a bit of a close up, I guess, might be easier. So here we go. It's interesting. We've got it's a nice flat machine. Well, it's a pretty bulky machine actually, and then we've got the keyboard angled, which is nice, so you don't have to angle the computer. As you can see, the tape deck requires some sort of refurbishment or repair. Looks like you press the stop eject button, you can see the mechanism there. So I reckon a bit of plastic is broken off on here, which is why it's not staying down. So if there was an extra bit of plastic there, and when you press stop eject, it's released. So maybe I'll be able to fix that. Let's see what else. We've got 2 joystick ports on the front. Keyboard's a bit interesting. A Z80, so that's not, it's French, so it's a Z80. But notice how here normally we'd have, say, a tab key. We've got an extra wide Q key, which is different. We have a blank key here. What else? We've got I'm assuming that might be a delete key. Delete key down here. Returns up there. But yeah, so slightly different. Now I had a quick look, so I think this is something to do with a painting program. So this is like a paint box, I think. And then this is the brush direction or something. As you can see, we've got up, down, diagonal, left, right. So I think there might be a built-in painting program that you can load. Maybe some sort of expansion port on the side here. There we go. That's the details under there. made in France, fabrique en français, or however you say it. On-off button, and I guess reset initialization on the keyboard. So it is quite a big and heavy beast. And then yeah, we've just nothing on the back here apart from the SCART and the power cable. So SCART's not a problem. I would prefer just straight DIN cable, but I can plug it into my little Sony DVD recorder here that's got SCART inputs, and I can capture the video that way. I guess we can just try powering it on, plugging it in and powering it on, seeing what it does before we pull it apart. Yeah, I might try that. I've got it all set up now. Finally, I wouldn't go through my Sony DVD recorder. Did not like the SCART at all, so I've had to kind of wire it to my old GBS 8200, and it's working okay now. Let me just start recording that. So I've got it powered on. Tapes. So I'm going to load some wares. Right. So 1 cassette, 2 monitor, 3 basic. So pressing 1 and you press play on the cassette recorder or the LEP. Starts the tape. Ooh. Stop that. Then monitor. What does monitor do? Let's just reset. Okay, monitor. Okay, I love the chunky graphics. So I don't know any of the commands here. Disassemble from F0. Oh, that worked. Or not disassemble, it's displaying. How do I stop that, I wonder? Return. There we go. So D is not disassemble, it's display, I guess. G for, I don't know, execute code it. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. And then basic. Basic/printer. Oh, okay. So maybe there is basic installed. Alright. Can I do something? Okay. Oh, I love it. Love it. Oops. I need to pull this thing apart, clean the keyboard. See if that works. Okay. Cool, okay, so there is basic. And how do I stop it? Do I press that? That's lock. I have to find out what the quick key is. Control C. There we go, Control C. Wow. Cool, okay. So how much I've got, so I think if I press reset, okay, I've now got a fourth option. So program, and I assume that's my program still. Oh, cool. Okay, there we go. So that doesn't clear anything. Right, well, that's basically it at the moment. I've got no software. Busted tape deck. Yeah, well, let's pull it apart, I guess. Let's stop recording this. And switch it off. And I guess open her up, see what's inside. Right, she's on her back. Oh, flathead. All right, flathead screws. Okay, I'm missing one rubber foot, but that's okay. I might actually have spares of those. They look like they might be the same as what we use on Acorn on the BBCs. I've got loads of those spare. So it's pretty big. I can see, it looks like there's the transformer in the top there. It's getting a bit, what time is it now? 9:30. Alright, so it looks like 6 screws. Come on. So I don't know where I'm going to get software from. I have found a couple of sites. I have to ask them. They listed a Hec2WAV program, but they didn't actually have it on the website. Alright, so power supply is attached to the bottom, to this bottom case. So I need to flip this over, back over I guess. Not losing too many of the screws. And lift up I guess. That's the screws you need. Oh, they're pretty substantial screws. Okay, pretty substantial. Okay, so this is a bit stuck. What's holding it back? Okay, wiring. All right, let's have a little squiz while I'm opening it. Let's zoomed in. There we go. So keyboard connector, power connector. There's the big transformer. And I guess some other connectors there, and then we've got that little side plate there that can come off for expansion, I guess. So, all right. It's ooh, that's quite a substantial lep. Looks okay. All right. Let's get this open. So the keyboard is a kind of a dip. So I'm using a screwdriver just to lever that off like I would a IC. Learnt that trick when I did work experience at an Apple reseller / repair shop back in 1988, I guess. That was quite interesting. Right. Power. Okay. Micronique. I think that's the company that built it, is it? I think. Come on. Just want to get this power cable. That's the reset. Okay, so this is the reset. That's reset or init button. And I'm just trying to. There we go. Power cable off. Okay, so that's the so power cable is connected through to the power switch there. On-off switch there. Cable tie to that, so I could, and then okay, we've got the SCART connector here. I guess adjustment levels for the RGB and sync / composite. So Mostec Z80, and that looks like it could be okay. That's the RAM there, I guess. It could be the ROM. I think this is the sound chip there. SN76477. Give this a bit of a clean. Yeah, not bad. Bit dusty, but decent. I like the use of sockets, especially for the RAM here. That's convenient. Let's have a closer look, eh? So, made in France, 16K, so that'd be the RAM, I guess. Power connector there. That's the init, the reset button connector. So over there we've got a nice chunky power supply, so lots of voltages coming in, so probably for the RAM. So that's the keyboard connector, and we've got our socketed RAM there, MOSTEC MM4116, so I guess what, 16 kilobit, and there's 8 of them, so 16 kilobytes in total. What's that? Is that a dead insect? I might have to do a bit of cleaning, or is that, oh okay, no, tantalum, maybe what is that? Tantalum coming apart, maybe. Yeah, alright. Replace those. Yes, I assume they're tantalums. So decoupling for the RAM chips, I guess. And we've got the Z80 there, MOSTEC. And then I'm assuming maybe that's a PROM. It's got space for a second one there. Okay. Well, starting to sweat now. I guess some more power supply here, some regulators perhaps. Maybe LM34015. Maybe L7905. So that could be -5 volts. No heat sink, because I guess there's not much -5 volts. What else do we have? So like I said, that's the SCART connector there, so I could actually replace this if I wanted to with a different cable, just RGBS out, or you know, we've got composite here as well, so we've got composite video out, but we've got RGBS, so I'll have a think about what I'm going to do with that. There we go. Pretty all straightforward. So what was this? Was this a transistor? Oh yeah, tip 110. Okay, that's a transistor. So that's the inside of the machine. So there's the LEP, the cassette recorder. Pretty heavy duty. Made in France as well. Seems to be running okay with the belt. But like I said, I've got to, I'm going to have to pull it all apart, see if I can see what's going on with these keys for a start. These seem to be, yeah, pull all that apart anyway. I need to give the case a scrub. There's the keyboard, the Z80, Micronique, which I think is the company that took over, I think. So I'll pull that off and give all those keys a good clean. Actually, I might pull one of the keycaps off just so we can see what the key switches are like. And de-dust all of this. Pull one of the keycaps off. Is it double shot? Double shot, is it? Double shot? So that's what it looks like. And this one's kind of getting stuck, so I might have to... I don't know, the keyboard feels okay to use. They don't look, I don't know what they are, what brand they are. See, that keeps getting stuck. But otherwise, seems to be an okay keyboard to use. So yep, so pull the keyboard out. I'll give this case a good clean. Pull the LEP out, LEP. I can't remember. That's what they call it in French. Lector, something. LEP, LEP. And give the bottom case a clean. And to load software, so what I've done on the Thompson machines is I've added a 3.5mm audio socket, and then, so this is obviously where the data's coming out here, I guess, I assume. So yep, so data's coming into here from the tape head. Sorry, you can't see that. Data's coming in here from the tape head, and then I'm guessing it's coming out here to the computer, maybe. Or is this power as well? This is a mixture of power, I guess, and anyway, I'll pull all that apart and have a proper look. But yeah, add a 3.5mm, there's plenty of room. I had a 3.5mm socket, so I can try and play WAV files directly into it if I can find any. I certainly don't have any tape software, so yeah, okay. Hopefully that was of some interest. I like to try and find these weird machines, although they're exotic for me, so let me know if this is of interest. But yeah, I've got some other machines to get back to, coming back to them as I get circuit boards and parts and stuff, so let's see. Okay. Bonne nuit. Yeah, you say bonsoir. Bonsoir when you're leaving a party or something, and then bonne nuit you say when you're actually going to bed. Something like that. Anyway, ciao for now.